Absolute Cinema. Justin Lynch beams back with another video. Different type of video today. A little bit of a vlog style video going over the Blackhawks Hurricanes game that I attended a week ago at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. So it was an interesting experience, a fun game for sure. A 4-3 Blackhawks win. We have not done much winning of late since then, but that was a fun game to witness. And I thought I'd just go over a little bit about my experience at the game, thoughts on the arena, and just the time as a whole. So that's what we'll be doing in this video. Yeah, so first talk about the exterior of the arena a little bit. Not really a lot going on, kind of just a circular bowl there. Not really much to look at, but one thing I thought was pretty interesting is just the fact that a lot of the Canes fans for the game were tailgating in the parking lot, which is, it's not always something you custom with hockey, right? You see that a lot of football and baseball with, fans outside, tailgating before the games. You only see that a lot in hockey, so I thought that was pretty cool. Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, is the South, so I guess they do that for hockey as well. I thought that was pretty cool. Another cool thing about the arena is the fact that they have a football stadium right next to it. I think the North Carolina State, I think that's where they play. So the other football stadium's right next to it in campus. So that was pretty cool as well. But yeah, otherwise not really much to look at outside the arena. Kind of nothing really special there. But anyway, there's some footage from that. Yeah, now talk about the actual interiors of the arena. Overall mid. Like if I had to characterize the Lenovo Center, I would call it mid. I've been to a lot of NHL arenas around the league. I want to say close to half. I don't know the exact number, but it's close to half. I would probably say it's probably close to the bottom than the top in terms of if I had to rank them, I'd probably say it's close to the bottom. Nothing really bad about the arena, just nothing really special about it. One plus is the fact that it actually has cup holders, which is something the United Center doesn't have for some reason. So gotta give it props for that. But it was a pretty nice rink. It's a pretty impressive the way the Hawks fans traveled to this game. I mean, it was a well-attended game, and I think it was, there were a lot of Hawks fans that were in the rink and in the crowd, which is pretty cool. So definitely a Hawks-centric crowd, which isn't really a surprise. Hawks fans tend to travel pretty well and definitely brought the energy to this game. A lot of Hawks fans in attendance, which was good to see. But in terms of thoughts on the rink, decent size, not too big, not too small. One thing I noticed was how narrow the aisleways were. Like, I didn't even get any footage from it. There wasn't really much to see. Like especially for 100 level, I'm not used to attending games at the 100 level. Normally, I'm up in the nosebleeds in the 300 sections in the upper deck. But I actually had 100 level tickets this game. But even the 100 level aisles were so narrow. There wasn't much going on, like in the actual interior of the rink. Like not really much space to walk around. Not really much to see. Concessions were good. I got some wings, and the wings were good. So food from what I sampled is good. So it gets good grades for that. But not really much to say. Like normally there's a lot. There's a lot going on, especially like the United Center. There's so much to see, like in the 100 level, and just like walk around the rink itself. Like there's massive team shops. Like that's the thing I didn't notice. There were shops, but they weren't very big. Like not much to see. So yeah, I don't know. It's just nothing really special about the place from my experience. Even the in-game presentations, like they were okay, but nothing special. If you go to the UC, I mean, the graphics and all that stuff are off the charts. What you see in the Jumbotron and just like the arena presentation that they show like on the ice and stuff is always really cool. There just wasn't really much going on. One positive I definitely got to give is during the player intros, the song choice was on point. They played Rock You Like a Hurricane as they're introducing the Carolina Hurricanes players. So that was very well done. I mean, it's an obvious song choice. Like, I would hope you get that right, but they did get that right, and that was pretty cool. That definitely fired me up as the game was about to get going. And, national anthems, just then to hear Rock You Like a Hurricane, like, I was like, okay, now we're getting into it, and you can tell, definitely got you kind of ready for the game. So, I mean, it's one of my favorite songs. So, I mean, it's obvious. Carolina Hurricanes, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Like, I would hope you would get that right, but they did get it right. So, props to them for that. I don't know. Not much else to say about the actual arena. Not really a lot of banners to see up there. Canes haven't really won a lot. I mean, they've won one cup, a few conference divisional championships, but otherwise not a lot going on up there. There's some banners from the North Carolina state basketball team because they play there too, so they have some banners, but not really much going on up there to see. Yeah, not really a lot of suites too. I think there are only like two sections of suites. Like the UC has like three, but it's a smaller rink, right? Because it's not gonna attract as much fans. This is we're comparing Carolina to Chicago here, so there's gonna be some differences from that regard. But yeah, no, solid rink. Not nothing again, nothing really special about it, but like it gets the job done. It gets the job done. If I had to give it a grade, I'd probably give it like a 6. It's solid. It's good. It's a good arena. No real major complaints about it. But yeah, nothing really special about it either. Nothing that like really stands out. I didn't see much of the Canes mascot. I saw a little bit of him, but he wasn't very active. I don't even know what that is. Is that a mouse? Is that a rat? Like I don't know what that is. It's definitely one of the odder mascots I've seen. But again, when your team's named the Hurricanes, like you don't really have much to work with there from a mascot standpoint. So I guess you kind of just gotta pick whatever. So I think Stormy. I think that's its name, Stormy. Somebody can fact check me. I don't even know. Like that's how little aura that mascot has. It's definitely no Tommy Hawk, to say the least. So and yeah, it's weird. Every time you go to an opposing stadium, it's like and you expect the national anthem to be loud and like super energetic. I'm like, oh wait, only we do that. Only the United Center does that, where we cheer during the anthems. And it's weird. Just every time you go to another game, it's quiet during the national anthem. Like it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me. Like we're meant to be applauding and cheering and clapping, and there's none of that. So until after the fact. So I don't know, maybe it's more respectful, but like I always prefer the UC. The atmosphere the UC provides that standpoint. Jim Cornelison, no national anthem singer compares to him. I wouldn't say the Canes anthem singer. I wouldn't say he holds a candle to Jim Cornelison as well. So yeah. Yeah, but anyway, here's some footage that I got from the game itself. Great seats. Again, not used to such great seats. Normally I'm way up on top, nowhere near the ice. So definitely got a better, definitely a nice perspective there. You realize just how fast and how quick the game is from there. And definitely good vantage point taking the game. So here's some footage from that. as for the game as a whole, it was outstanding. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better game. I mean, just a quick, 1-game road trip there, and but it was worth the trip, man. I mean, 4-3 Hawks win the shootout, courtesy of Oliver Moore. I mean, I broke the game down itself last week, so I'm not going to get too much into the specifics of the game, but just the experience as a whole was great. I will say the fans there were super polite. I don't know if that's just a Southern thing as well, but the Carolina Hurricanes fans, like, were amongst the most polite fans I've ever encountered. Normally there's some animosity towards opposing crowds, right, opposing fans, but there was none of that down there. They were very polite. There was a lot of Hawks fans there too, so like there was a lot of friendly faces from that regard. But no, like definitely some good convos, good conversations with some of the Canes fans there. So that was nice. And I happened to encounter a lot of my own followers there, which is kind of shocking. I mean, a game in Carolina, I think 7 or 8 of my followers just happened to be at that game as well. So that was pretty cool as well. Just the odds of that, a random road game. The fact that I'd see some of my people there. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool as well. So yeah, the experience as a whole was great. And also, I thought it was pretty cool leaving the rink. There was a lot of Chelsea Dagger chants going on, so that was pretty cool. So it kind of felt like a home game, honestly. At times it felt like a home game. That's how many Blackhawks fans were there. Maybe not quite 50-50, but it was pretty close. And so yeah, that was pretty cool as well. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. There'll be more of this type of content in the future. We'll be going on more road trips in the future. I don't just want 10 Hawks games in the UC, right? I want 10 some Hawks games, from other locations, arenas around the National. So we'll do more videos in the future, kind of breaking down, the other rinks are in the NHL. Like, I think United Center's up there, man. I think it's up there. You could argue it's amongst the best in the NHL, but we'll see. We'll see if there are some other ones that can hold a candle to it. But I will say this one does not. I will say, in comparison to the United Center, Lenovo Center is definitely pretty far. It's not quite on the same level as the UC, I will say. But it was a nice rink. It was a good experience, and I enjoyed the game itself and enjoyed the time. All right, that's all I got for this one. Justin Lynch, Be Off Beams out. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. And yeah, like this video around, share it around friends, family if you enjoyed it. All right, that's all I got. I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.